So here we are at Soundtrap. You can see in the address bar up there, there might be a link. You're going to click over in the right corner where it says log in. You're going to log in with Google. And since you're already logged into Chrome, it should take you right in. It actually remembers me because I've done projects before. You can see all the projects I've been working on here. Here's your name up here. But enter studio. That's where all the magic happens, in the studio. So I'm going to click on that. And if it gives me the option, which it may, I'm going to choose music, not podcast. At least for now, we're going to choose music. And it might give me some advertisements or whatever. I'm going to click here in the middle where it says add new track. And I'm going to do a voice and microphone track. I've clicked all those buttons so far. I could click start recording here, or I can just make this box go away. It's kind of annoying to me. The only thing I might change is this thing here called the reverb. That's kind of that echoey sound that you hear sometimes on the radio. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. And if I click the record button here, I'm going to pretend that I'm you doing my my recording that you wrote in your script. It counts you down up here, which is pretty cool. Good morning and welcome to WGMS. This is Mr. Pat with your WGMS morning action weather. Today will be partly cloudy with a high near 40. Chance of snow showers this afternoon with a high near 42. Overnight lows going into the 20s, so be careful of freezing road surfaces. And then I'll hit stop down here, right? And this is my track. This is my recording. If I click this back button here, it doesn't take me all the, oh, that one, it takes me all the way back to the beginning. There we go. If I hit play, it might be a little weird for you to hear it since I'm recording this on a webcam. Well, let's try it. All right, so you could kind of hear that. First thing I'm going to do is on the track over here where it says Mike, I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to call that Mr. Pat Weather. Or you could be Billy's News or Susie Sports, whoever your partner's name is or your name is, and whatever the track is. It's important you label these guys. Oh, hey, while we're at it, let's label the whole, they call it a song. I'm going to label it the whole recording, and I'm going to call it Mr. Pat's Newscast. You could be Billy and Susie's Newscast or whatever. So anyway, I've got my first track here. I recorded my weather. I'm going to click over here where it says add a new track, another voice and mic track. And you know what? This time I'm going to keep the reverb up and I'm just going to play it for you so you see what I mean when I say you probably don't want that much reverb. Here's one thing that's a little strange. When I start with my cursor here, because I don't want to over-record my old track, it will back up 5 seconds to give me a chance to get ready. So you'll hear the end of your last track. Watch when I hit record here down at the bottom. And in sports this week, the New England Patriots beat the Arizona Cardinals by a score of 27-13. And the third play of the game, Arizona quarterback, what's his name, the fast guy, Kyler Murray, had a non-contact injury that will put him out for the season with a torn ACL. The Patriots will be playing the Raiders this weekend in Oakland and are holding on to hopes to make the playoffs. So I hit pause or stop, whatever. Here's my second track. Immediately, guys, immediately, because it's hard to tell one track from the other. Go ahead and label it. I'm going to rename this Mr. Pat Sports. Okay, cool. Now, there's some other things that I noticed, too, is when I play my recording, sometimes there's some extra stuff I don't want. I really don't need to start this track until here. So if I click on the track with my cursor where I want to divide it, I can click on Edit here. There's a thing called Split Region, and it just turned this track into 2 tracks. So this little chunk right here, I'm just going to delete with my delete key. and move that over. So you have the ability to move these tracks and to get rid of stuff you don't want. Let's bring it over here. I think I've got a little bit of stuff at the end here that I don't care about. Check this out. Whoa, listen to that. Listen to that echo. That's too much reverb, so I would re-record that track anyway. But again, let's say I wanted to get rid of this much of the track. I could go into Edit, Split Region, and just delete that section there. So just because you have a little bit of an oops in a track doesn't mean you have to throw the whole thing away. Honestly, this guy here, I'd probably get rid of because the reverb was so loud. So if I go to record, hopefully it's not going to have quite as much reverb this time. Okay? I want you to play around, experiment, guys. Try to record all 8 of your tracks. If you have a partner, you have 2 newses, 2 sportses, 2 weathers, and 2 commercials. So you'll have 8 of these tracks. Later on, we can move them around and change where their position is on the thing. But the most important thing for you is to get things recorded and to mostly do it without giggling and laughing. All right? So get started on this. Make sure you label your entire project and make sure you label it track by track. And remember to add new track as you're going to make a new line every single time for every track that you record. All right? Good. Here's the start recording. There's my reverb. I can turn it down. Good. That'll be better this time. Okay? Good luck. And you know what? You can learn a lot by experimenting. So why don't you just try recording and see what you can do.